twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning, family, friends, teachers, staff, and of course, my fellow graduates, class of 2025. My name is Bryler Poteet. Standing up here today feels surreal. We've talked about this day for so long, and now it's finally here. We've made it. After countless early mornings, late nights, pop quizzes we didn't study for, and hallway conversations that turned into lifelong friendships, and always forgetting to charge our iPads. We're here, together, ready to turn this page on an incredible chapter of our lives. When we first walked into high school as freshmen, we were different people. We were nervous, excited, overwhelmed, or all the above. I know I was. But year after year, challenge after challenge, we grew. We adapted to the world that has kept changing around us. We've learned lessons in and outside of the classroom, and we figured out who we are and who we want to become. We've learned that success is not just about grades or awards, it's about showing up. It's about helping each other, it's about finding strength even when things get tough. We have continued believing in ourselves and each other, and today we get to celebrate not just the destination, but we get to celebrate the entire crazy, messy, and beautiful journey that has brought us here. I would like to take a second to thank all the people who have stood by us, our families, our teachers, our coaches, our friends, and every single person who has supported us when we needed it the most. We wouldn't be here without you. And honestly, we wouldn't be who we are without the people sitting next to us in these caps and gowns. The ones who have laughed with us, struggled with us, and made high school unforgettable. Looking ahead, the future can feel a little overwhelming. But if there's one thing Dover has taught us, it is that we are ready. We are ready to take risks, chase big dreams, and keep growing. Whether we're heading to college, the workforce, the military, or wherever life leads us next, we carry the spirit of Dover. Proud, determined, and never backing down from a challenge. So, class of 2025, take a deep breath. Look around us. This is our moment. Let's make it count. Congratulations, we did it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jasmine Velasquez, and I'll be introducing the Armed Forces of the class of 2025. As we prepare to move on to the next phase of our lives, we would like to honor a special group of people who are taking the next step into the military service by reflecting on a poem that speaks to the heart at this moment. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." These words are simple, but their meaning is profound. We see that spirit in those among us today who have made the selfless decision to protect our nation and allow others the freedom and privilege to pursue their dreams. At this point, I would like to ask everyone of the class of 2025 who is enlisting into the military to please stand and remain standing as I call your designated branch. Army. Okay. Navy. Marine Corps. Coast Guard. National Guard. And Space Force. We are proud of all of you and will be cheering you on as you embark on this new journey in life. Regardless of your branch, you have chosen to be a leader. Now, will those standing please turn and face the crowd for a special moment? To all veterans and active duty service members with us today, please stand to be recognized. We would like to thank you all for defending our country and are deeply grateful for your commitment. To our future soldiers, the class of 2025, thank you for your service, bravery, and dedication to protecting our country. You carry our hopes with you and our deepest respect. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kirsten Robbins, and I'm here to introduce to you our foreign exchange student from Denmark, Ida Meadam. Would her host family of Nicole, Terry, and Megan Yingst please stand for a moment? Thank you for allowing Ida this opportunity to experience Dover. Our school cherishes the memories that we've made with her, and your encouragement and support are very appreciated. Ida is a true testament to the bravery it takes to seize life opportunities when they come to you. She wasn't planning to leave her friends and family behind in Denmark for the year, but she decided to jump in and take a new adventure. Although she was apprehensive to speak up or talk to others at first, she made lifelong friends by going to Friday night football games, homecoming, and prom. Ida says her favorite part about being in Dover is meeting new people, and I think anyone could tell by the way that she carries herself. She's open to any new idea or experience. During her time in America, she's gone on many trips with Rotary, including Disney World, New Orleans, motorcycle races in South Carolina, to sightseeing and prom dress shopping in New York City. We will miss so many things about Ida. I know her closest friends will miss taking the opportunity to blast Danish music even though they don't understand it, seeing the way her smile lights up the room, and taking her to Mexican food themed parties even though she doesn't fully understand what's going on. While this is an introduction for her, it is a farewell for us. I introduce to you Ida Meadam.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ida Meadam, and I'm the foreign exchange student this year from Denmark. Around 10 months ago, I packed my suitcase and left everything I knew behind. When I first stepped off the plane, I was nervous, unsure, and didn't know what to expect for this year and for myself. This past year has been one of the most challenging, yet rewarding experiences I ever had. I didn't know that my experience here and the people I've met changed me forever and for the better. All from Friday nights, football games, school dances, long drives, and just laughing around the hallways with my friends. This year has not only taught me about cultural differences, but also how to adapt, step out of my comfort zone, and communicate beyond language barriers. It's also taught me how to cherish all the small moments and the little things that make each place and person unique and special. I would also like to take a moment and say thank you to everybody that was a part of making my exchange year special, and to the most amazing family that took me in this year. Thank you for being patient with me and for making me feel like a part of your family from the beginning. Now I have a second family on the other side of the world. They made sure I had the best year possible and made sure I was experiencing things I would have never done or seen otherwise. I would also like to take a little moment for the friends I've made here. That was a big part of making my exchange year special and definitely eventful. Some of them will be graduating with me today and others in the crowd. As my time here is coming to an end in the States, I realize I've gained so much more than I ever dared to hope for. So thank you for the laughs, the late drives, and the memories. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Savannah Jackson, and I'm the Vice President of the Class of 2025. It is my honor and privilege to recognize the students that have achieved Latin honors. Latin honors are awarded to students who have demonstrated tremendous academic achievement. I would first like to recognize those achieving the cum laude designation. Classmates, if you have a gray cord, please stand. Cum laude students have achieved a GPA of 87% or higher. We as a school are extremely proud of your dedication and hard work during your high school career. Congratulations, and you may be seated. The next level of Latin honors is the magna cum laude. Class, if you have a red cord, please stand. Students that have received this award have achieved a GPA of 92% or higher. It takes many hours of studying, practicing, and trying your best to achieve this award. Congratulations, and you may be seated. The next group of students to recognize is those graduating with the summa cum laude designation. Classmates, if you have a red and gray cord, please stand. This is the highest honor given to a graduate. These students have earned a GPA of 97% or higher. As a school, we are very proud of your endurance and motivation for your education. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Lastly, I would like to recognize those with a green, red, and yellow cord representing the CTE program students' accomplishments. So if you have a green, red, and yellow cord, please stand. Congratulations on all of your efforts. There is a bright future ahead of all of you. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Let us celebrate the time and efforts of these hardworking students with one more round of applause. You have all earned this prestigious honor. Thank you so much.
Good morning, faculty, family, friends, and graduates. My name is Kayla DiTomaso, and I'm your 2025 class historian. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate the achievements of this exceptional graduating class. Among this group of talented individuals, one student has distinguished themselves not only through academic excellence, but also through integrity, perseverance, and genuine passion for learning. After a hard-fought battle, literally up until this week, a decision was made. It is my honor to introduce the class of 2025 salutatorian, Adrian Johnson. Would the parents and family of Adrian Johnson please stand? Adrian has not only excelled academically, but is also actively involved in extracurricular activities. These include participating in the marching band for 3 years and serving on the student tech team for 3 years, which he has held an officer position in. His weighted GPA is an impressive 4.2, and after graduation, Adrian will be attending Millersville University to study meteorology. Now, let's turn it over to our salutatorian, Adrian Johnson.
Thank you, Kayla. And as you heard, my name is Adrian Johnson. And if it's all right with you, I would like to keep this brief. 13. I spent 13 years in the Dover Area School District. During that time, I had one main goal in mind: succeed in all my classes while focusing on math and sciences. And once that goal was completed, my next would be to do that again, but in college. See, now I'm up here speaking to you all. I have managed that with flying colors. The thing is, I don't really have an interesting school life to talk about. I did the work I had to do, and I did it well. Aside from that, the most I did was marching band and help people with tech problems, both for 3 years. I may have spent 13 years in academics, but let me try something else today. Let me try to preach something that everyone has heard, but should hear again. Something I've noticed, not just in this school, but throughout the world as well, is this rapidly growing sentiment of people giving up. They do things perfectly fine at first, but the moment they get put into a difficult situation, they freeze up and stop trying to accomplish anything. I'm not speaking from an ivory tower here, by the way. I had and still sometimes have done this before. Doesn't mean I'm not disappointed with myself or with others when this happens, though. So let me try to give some encouragement through the best way I know how. Anyone who knows me knows that I play video games. A lot of video games. Whether it's a problem or not is a story for another day and for me to decide on. But I digress. Something important that people can miss with games, though, is that they can provide some good morals to go by, and I want to use 3. One of these games told me that someone can be knocked down time and time again, but they only truly lost when they couldn't tough it out to the end. The second told me that while things may suck for a while, they will get better sooner rather than later. You just have to earn it. The last one is the most important one, though. If you can't get through it alone, there will be someone out there to pick you back up and assist you through your problems. These may all be fairly obvious, but in this day and age, what is obvious is left in the dark and often forgotten about. What I'm getting at is to stop constantly giving up on everything. Whether it's academics or personal, you can and will keep moving on. Also, do what you can to help others, provided you aren't harming yourself doing it. Paraphrasing a song here, life's a journey, not a destination, and a ride full of ups and downs. Enjoy the ride while we all still can. I know I will. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. Welcome to today's graduation ceremony, students, faculty, parents, and family. My name is Luke D. Tomaso, and I am the secretary for the class of 2025. I stand before you today, privileged to deliver this speech, not just as your class secretary, but as a student who grew alongside each of you. Today is an end of a major chapter in our lives and the start of a new one. Some of you will begin their journey in college, others into the workforce, and some will serve in the armed forces protecting this country's greatest ideals, and others will discover their path along the way. Remember, you will face many setbacks in life, but you will continue to push through and persevere as you did throughout your high school journey. As we take this moment to reflect how far we've come, it is only fitting that we recognize someone who represents the best of our class. Someone who championed the principles of perseverance, respect, ownership, unity, and dedication. I stand before you today, fortunate to have witnessed this incredible individual grow into a leader he is today. Not only is he the top academic performer in our class, but he is also a leader in every sense of the word. He is a proud member of the class of 2024 Future Leaders of York and has consistently demonstrated the vision, discipline, and heart of a leader. Academically, he has pursued a rigorous academic journey full of advanced placement courses and challenges many would shy away from, achieving an impressive GPA of 107 on a 100-point scale. He leads not just with intelligence, but with the focus, perseverance, and genuine love of learning. In his senior year, he served as the president of the National Honor Society, where he inspired his peers to uphold the ideals of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Beyond that, he is also the secretary of our Skills USA chapter, a member of the Dover Alumni Association, and an actively involved in the Submarine Club. As an Eagle ambassador, he welcomed and guided new students, helping them navigate through the stresses of a new school community. Lastly, he's a founding member of the Ignite Bible Study Club, where he helped foster a space for students to grow in faith and fellowship. A dedicated varsity athlete, he has excelled in both track and cross country, honoring his family's running legacy every step of the way. Throughout his high school, he has placed first in many meets, broken multiple records, and earned second place in the county. He has represented Dover with strength, pride, and relentless determination. Beyond the award and accomplishments, I would like to highlight his genuine kindness and willingness to lift others. He is the type of person who leads not by demanding attention, but by earning the respect of everyone around him. He has been recognized several times as Student of the Month, earned Scholar Athlete Awards, and was selected for the Homecoming Court. Today, we celebrate academic excellence, but more than that, we celebrate the heart behind it. His journey has been shaped by kindness, humble leadership, and unwavering determination. He hasn't just earned the title of valedictorian, he lived it with integrity, compassion, and grace. He's been a friend to many, the kind who brings laughter to stressful days, and encourages people to be their best. And so with deep pride and admiration, it is my honor to introduce to you your prom king and class of 2025 valedictorian, Caleb John Hogan. Would the family of Caleb please stand as we congratulate him on his amazing accomplishments?
All right. Thank you, Luke. Good morning, everyone. I am so grateful and honored to have the opportunity to speak on this special and exciting day. May 31st, 2025, the day that we will remember for the rest of our lives. This day we celebrate because of all of our hard work, but we also owe it to everyone who helped us get here. To the staff, administrators, and the school board, thank you for being the backbone of our school. To the teachers, I thank you for filling our school with an environment that is not short on love and care. I'd like to thank my mom and dad and all the other parents, grandparents, and loved ones for the sacrifices that we'll never fully understand, for your love that is unconditional and never falters, and for the constant guidance you provide in our lives. Again, to my parents, mom and dad, thank you for your love that has shaped me, grounded me, and reminded me who I am when I lost sight. You've given me so much more than I could ever put into words. Everything I am and everything I hope for to become has been built on the foundation of your love and support. I love you both more than I can say. Thank you for everything. A special thank you to my 6 siblings, Levi, Summer, Hannah, Emily, Noah, Josh, and my brother-in-law, DJ, as well as my beautiful girlfriend, Natalie. You all mean so much to me, and the bond we share is something truly special. And most importantly, I thank and give glory to the Lord for where I am today. As Psalm 115:1 says, "Not to us, Lord, but to your name be the glory because of your love and faithfulness." Finally, to my fellow graduates and friends, thank you for 13 years of laughter, friendships, and memories. And congratulations, we finally made it. We are in the closing chapter of our high school journey. Saying goodbye isn't easy. It's tough to leave behind the comfort and familiarity of high school to step into a future that feels uncertain. But we do not have to fear the unknown because our future is determined by how we shape it. We can create the life that we want to see as a reality. Being valedictorian doesn't mean you'll be the smartest person in the room. The titles we earn and the achievements we reach in high school don't guarantee success. These accomplishments, while meaningful, don't determine what your future holds. They aren't true indicators of where you're headed. What truly matters is what you do when you leave here today. The greatest indicator of success is how you grow from your mistakes and how you respond to failure. The greatest indicator of success is your willingness to keep going and to overcome adversity. If you refuse to let society define your limits and instead strive to be the best in whatever path you choose, then I promise you will find success. For much of my life, I spent trying to speed up. I desired to reach a new goal, a new time, a new personal record in track. I often forgot why I was even doing it in the first place. Somewhere along the way, I started measuring my worth by how much I was achieving. While competing in track, each meet, I could feel the pressure weigh down on me. However, as the season went on, I took a step back to relax. Sometimes we need to slow down to remember what we're really running towards. It was only until I ran my final home meet here on this field that a new feeling spread through my body. This time, it wasn't the feeling of pressure to amount to something, but as I ran down the final stretch, a smile went across my face as I reminisced on all the joy running brought to my life. One thing I ask you is to, yes, make sure you strive for success, no matter the odds, but along the way, prioritize acknowledging, reflecting, and being thankful for the life that you've been given. You are capable. You are capable of achieving and overcoming more than you ever thought was possible. Capable of living life to the fullest, filled with joy and love. As it says in Esther 4:14 and 1 Thessalonians 5:18, you were born for such a time as this. So make the most of it, dream big, and be thankful in all circumstances. My prayer for each of you is that you stop measuring your worth by the world's standards and then start seeing yourselves that the way God sees you. Deeply loved, fully known, and already enough. It's been an amazing 4 years with you, class of 2025, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the very, very best. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Faith Deschaux, and I'm the class of 2025 treasurer. Throughout our 4 years of high school, the class of 2025 has raised over $9,000 by our countless fundraisers and school events. We were able to use that money to cut the cost of our senior sunrise event at the start of this year, our class trip to Baltimore, prom 2024 ticket prices, and to throw the first annual senior sunset dinner. With our remaining balance, we decided to give our money back to the school and donate $2,000 to Miss Marsh and her landscape and design class to renew and redesign the courtyards. With this donation, the students will be able to effectively use their learning and knowledge from the classroom to work together on the project. We also will be donating $1,000 to the class of 2029 to give them a head start to their high school careers. Thank you again to the students, families, friends, and faculty for supporting the class of 2025. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. James. When the students found out that I was going to be one of the speakers today, they said, "Mr. James, you have to promise to keep this short." My response to them was, "I'll make this as short as one of my haircuts." Then Mrs. Facek comes over and she said, "You have to promise to be good today." I said, I promise, I promise. Because you guys sitting out there know, if I was not good, she would come up here and kick my behind. Yeah, that's it. She would kick my behind. I'm going to go all the way back to 9th grade when I first saw this group in the gymnasium. We were having some type of fair to go around and see what activities that the high school had to offer. Again, that's the first time I got to see these guys as a class. Folks, I want to tell you, these guys were bouncing off of the gym walls like a bunch of rubber balls. They were going nuts running around in that gym. I heard one teacher say, aren't these 9th graders supposed to be reserved and tentative? Not this group. Not this group, man. No way. I had to stop one young man from running around. He was going crazy like a chicken with his head cut off. I said, buddy. I said, you got to settle down. My goodness. What did you have for breakfast this morning? And he's there bopping around. And he tells me, 2 Red Bulls. And then the very next morning, I see Mr. Red Bull come bopping down the hall. He's bopping down my hallway. And he sees me. He must have remembered me from the day before. He walks by me, and he gives me this greeting like, "Hey, Mr. Dude, what's up?" I just stood there shaking my head. I looked across the hall, the other teacher, she was shaking her head. I went over to her, and I said, I'm quitting. I'm just quitting. Obviously, that didn't happen. Well, guys, the day is finally here. Class of 2025, you made it. And you know what? You guys should be very proud of yourselves. I know there's a whole stadium back there of moms, dads, grandparents, relatives that are very proud of you. How about it, guys? How about it? And a lot of you guys know it was not easy to get here. You had to overcome a lot of obstacles and changes to get to where you are today. And God bless you guys. You made it through a lot. You made it through the COVID years. You made it through those days of wearing those wonderful masks where your nose and your mouth would get all hot and sweaty. Boy. And a lot of you guys remember the old online days. And I'm sure some of you, well, probably most of you, you remember how you made it through those days. You wake up just in time to get attendance. You turn that camera on. Here. 2 minutes later, that camera would be off. Your head would hit that pillow, and you'd be sound asleep. 5 minutes later, the teacher would be calling on you. Emily. 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 I guess Emily is having technical difficulties. Yeah. Okay. You all knew what you were doing, man. You all knew what you were doing. You'd wake up 75 minutes later after missing the whole class. You had to call a friend, find out what you missed. Katie, what I miss in English class today? I don't know, Chloe. I was sleeping. Well, folks, life is going to continue to throw a lot of obstacles and changes as you move forward. And some of those obstacles and changes, they have the potential to knock you right on your butt. That's it, your butt. There's a great quote from a boxing movie, and it addresses this. And in life, It's not how hard you hit, but how hard you can get hit and still keep moving forward. A lot of you have already experienced this. You get off the ground, you dust yourself off, and you keep moving forward. A lot of great people have had to pick themselves up off the ground because they failed the first time, but they did not quit. Albert Einstein, Walt Disney, Abraham Lincoln, Babe Ruth, Elvis Presley, Milton Hershey, Michael Jordan, all failed. But they had the courage to keep moving forward, and that's what I want for you guys. No matter how bad it gets out there, I want you guys to have the courage to keep moving forward. Your character is going to be tested. Your character is also what's going to get you through. You're going to go out there and find there's many crossroads in life. Like Robert Frost said, 2 roads diverged in the yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. You're going to have to make some big decisions coming up. Remember when you're making those decisions, use your head as well as your heart. Guys, go out there. Find your passion and your purpose in life. Sitting there today in those seats, sky's the limit for you guys. The sky is the limit. Do not be afraid to go out there and chase your dreams. C.S. Lewis said the quote, "No person is ordinary." There's not one ordinary person sitting in those seats today, not one. The big question is, how are you going to use those powers and those abilities as you move forward in life? How are you going to do that? But as you're chasing those dreams, always remember a few important things that we learned from our good buddy, Maury Schwartz. You guys remember Maury? Always, always, always choose people over possessions. Accept who you are and revel in it. Learn how to give out love and to let it come in. And it's never too late to develop a new friendship or reconnect with someone. It's never too late to do that, guys. Never, ever. My last thought for you guys is something that I was fortunate enough to learn a long time ago. When I was younger, I used to work up in New York City, and every day coming home, a man by the name of Buster would be there to greet me. Now, it was obvious Buster didn't have a lot in life. You look at his house, and you could tell Buster didn't have a lot of life. But man, every day I'd walk by his house, he'd be there to greet me with a big smile. "Kenny, Kenny, Kenny." Well, my name's Kent, but for Buster, that was okay. It could be Kenny. One day I stopped, talked to Buster. I said, "Buster, what's your secret in life?" And he says, "Well, Kenny, I tell you." And he looks me right in the eyes and he says, "I'm happy and I enjoy life." And that's my parting thought for you guys. I hope you are happy and enjoy life. And with that, my time is up. Class of 2025, your time is just beginning. Best of luck. God bless.
Faith Gianna Gertis. Savannah Jean Jackson. Kayla Rose D. Tomaso. Luke Anthony D. Tomaso. Faith Marianne Deschaux.
Bryler Cherik T. Poteet. Caleb Hogan. Jasmine Nicole Velasquez. Ida Maydam. Kirsten Ann Robbins. Adrian Johnson. Charles Joseph Torres. No, wait, not yet. They start on that side first. Nia Blair G. Thornton.
Gracie Cheyenne Davis.
Jazari Abney.
Haley Smith.
Ryan James Quinn Arevalo.
Kaylee Swords.
Kane Malashevsky.
Jalen Shu.
Chloe Strauss.
Saren Stambaugh.
Natalie Stewart.
Lydia Sarah Slusser.
Hayden Taylor Weinhold.
Lydia Elaine Heckert.
Mallory Reynolds.
Jack W. Gaffaro.
Isabella Carroll.
Elliot Blanchard.
Peyton Stokes.
Glenn B. Ortiz.
Desiree M. Ocasio.
Bailey Francis Mao.
Ashlyn Kiefer.
Ava Mavola.
Jayana Michelle Colon.
Jaden Jackson.
Katie L. Kowalev.
Amaya McDowell.
Madison Anne Marie Poole.
Chloe McGurk.
Jasmine Marie Cornwell.
Kaylee Renee Harris.
Sarika Carly Nicholas.
Owen Daniel Sterner.
Rokea Marshall.
Jaden Melendez.
Avi Eusebio Pelata.
Hunter Robert Sprankle.
Christopher Campbell.
Colby Allen Yo.
Sophia Holt.
Daniel DeJesus German.
Emily Bilodeau.
Dharma Justine Cabot.
Cameron Marie McGurn.
Kylie Belmont.
Tressa C. Slater.
Haley Marie Strine.
Reese Husan.
Ava Sophia Milano Hake.
Tyler Stephen Grumet.
Benjamin Forshee.
Landon J. Nygren.
Zenai Calhoun.
Declan Lawler.
Malik Lee Anderson.
Oh, his hat fell off.
It's right there.
Braden Spielman.
Alec Bender.
Taryn Beam.
Vlad Chernyshev.
Evan J. Semple.
Jalea M. Chima.
Jason Tran.
Kalisa M. Chima.
Cameron Oliver.
Imani Oriana Cole.
Dylan D. Larson.
Stella Paris Wajilu Mbathia.
Owen Klein.
Cole Hoffman.
Joshua D. Gonzalez Jr.
Tymir Taj Carter.
Nathan Mark Cooper.
Carter Eckenrode.
Mason Hockenberry.
Casey R. Hartman.
Evan Lamison.
Aaron E. Green.
Cody Bonnets.
Madison DeVore Messersmith.
Allison Rickard.
Preston Hoover.
Allison Nicole Hoover.
Bryce A. Matheson.
Kendall L. Fisher.
Camden Hines.
Jordan R. Walker.
John Brandt.
Juliana Colamarino.
Hunter A. Matthews.
Callie-Ann Niner.
Jace Lamparter.
Nathan Grimm.
Dane E. Leber.
Noah Marshall.
Landon L. Mello.
Natalie Young.
Chase H. Eisenhower.
Jade Nevea Gibson.
Brendan Reynolds.
Mahadu Diallo.
Aiden M. Ladd.
Wanderly Lima.
Maya Angeli Cartagena Pena.
Josiah Tashim Mitchell.
Susie Raphael.
Malik Dickens.
Anthony Perez.
Arius J. Steinbach.
Brogan Elliott.
Donovan P. Einzig.
Noah Young.
Cooper Isabella Shade.
Aaron Carroll.
Kylie Thomas.
Marie Ann Eckroat.
Shaylin Renee Tucker.
Leanna Jane Huey.
Lauren Amy Semino.
Jacob Luis Hernandez Rosa.
Emily Ann Ziegler.
Violetta Burnaby Marcello.
Caitlin A. Thomas.
Ariana Figueroa Orozco.
Natalie Jane Harris.
Haja Abigail Goba.
Kellen Marie Holder.
Gayduo Johnson. Trent
Mallory
M.
A. Leonard.
My bad. Trent M. Roberts.
Macy D. Fetro.
Dakota A. Ling.
Chelsea Elizabeth Wise.
Peyton Keener.
Kyrie Lynn Spala.
Caleb Cawthron.
Fernando Soniga Sanchez Jr.
Bronson W. Link.
Isabella Moret.
Logan M. Mitchell.
Zoe Allen.
Landon Williams.
Autumn Bagnell.
Russell Adam Ziegler.
Sierra Rebecca Kasumba.
Everett C. Rouse.
Kira Hope McKinney.
Marcus Heinrici.
Keely Diamond Ewing.
Uriah Erb.
Jahazi Isaiah Santana.
Anthony Calvano Zito.
Noah Wentz.
Dallas A. Hunt.
Drew Jones.
Noah Johnson.
Michael Theodore Whitmer.
Van Hennessy.
Daniel Phoenix Smith.
Liam A. Harkins.
Jasleen Julies Rodriguez.
Jaden J. Lafferty.
Isabella Rain Kohler.
Dylan M. Sarapalia.
Jaden A. Wise.
Ethan Rodriguez.
Katrina Norris.
Giovanni V. Velasco.
Haley Nicole Weiland.
Alex E. Orozco.
Liam Schatzer.
Mark Joy.
Davin Newcomer.
Jace K. Powell.
Brandon Shepard.
Nick Sire.
Almost. As soon as I'm done. Okay, we avoided all of the rain. Where did this wind come from? We just can't win. All right, would the members of the class of 2025 please stand? Parents, get your cameras ready. At this time, Dr. Hauk, Mr. Conley, and the rest of the Dover Area School Board of Directors, it is my pleasure and privilege as principal of Dover Area High School, to acknowledge that each person before you has met all of the requirements as outlined by the district for graduation. Therefore, I ask you all to move your tassels from right to left. And with that, you are officially Dover Area High School graduates. All right, grab your caps. Make your way back to your seats. All right, everybody's back to our seats. We're not done. Hold on. Literally. Make your way back to your seats, please. All right, we still have 2 more things to do, and then we'll get out of this wind. All right.
Hello. Try to keep this brief. It's very windy. Huh? Oh, yes. Sorry. Not very good with mics. All right. Today I'm here to read my poem, Our Flight. Thank you. To be here means we've made it. These seats mark the mountains we've moved and the ocean of opportunity we will dive into. We eagles will fly far and wide. To get here, we jumped from school to school to school, with some eager to jump to the next, like salmon swimming upstream. Others enter our wild world, a river's rapid, ready for our finest. COVID could not crush us. We would not be hushed. We would not let rust collect on our open minds. And we will not let the future grind us down. We will conquer in our careers, whether we protect and serve, grow fields for our future, build bountiful businesses, or make mighty engines of metal and oil. We eagles fly forever onward, our wings spread wide over winds of luck, bringing wonder wherever we so happen to land. Thank you.
Good morning, staff and administration, family and friends, and most importantly, good morning, new alumni of Dover Area District. I am Faith Gertis, the class of 2025 president, and it is truly an honor to stand before you today. The day that we've been counting down to, the one we've dreamt about, talked about, and maybe even wished would arrive a little faster. Today is not only a goodbye, but also a celebration of our hard work and success. Our journey didn't start 4 years ago. It began in 2012 when we entered the kindergarten halls with tiny backpacks that looked huge on us, Velcro light-up shoes, and limitless energy. We were asked the same question over and over again. What do you want to do when you grow up? And we answered loud and proud with responses like princess, superhero, astronaut, and rock star. As we got older, that question didn't go away. It just brought more pressure and stress than magic. That question started to revolve around majors, colleges, trade schools, and a plan. But often, we didn't know the answer to the question or the plan changed. Trust me, I haven't even entered my college yet, and I've already changed my major. But somewhere along the way, I realized that the more important question is, who are you going to be? I realized every time I was asked to tell someone a little bit about myself, the things that defined me were the activities I was in or what I planned to do next. My response sounded like, I'm a competitive dancer. I participate in 4 of the school's choirs where I hold the office position of the historian. I work at a nursing home. I'm in the National Honor Society. I'm class president. I participate in choreographing the school's musicals and plays. And while that's all true and a hefty list to be proud of, I noticed I was just sharing my interests and not who I really was. Because who you are is more than a list of roles and titles. Then I started thinking about all the things I've learned through these 13 years. This class has learned so many valuable lessons, and if we take advantage of them, we will become the people we want to be. We have learned how to work hard, how to adapt to changes, how to be kind even on hard days, how to ask for help and how to give it, and how to push through uncertainty. We have become people who show up, who care, who listen, and who lead. So maybe you don't know if you're going to be a doctor or a teacher or an entrepreneur, and that's okay. Because you're already someone, and we are not finished. We are just getting started. And every choice you make from here on out isn't just building a career. It's building a life that reflects kindness, a life that takes risks, and a life that learns from its past and grows anyway. So class of 2025, never forget you don't have to have it all figured out, and you are never alone. I would now like to take a moment to extend some personal gratitude. Ms. Brandstatter, thank you for giving me countless opportunities on and off the stage, for your unwavering love and support, and for welcoming your daughter Ayla into my life as my best friend. It really does take a musical village. Ms. Marlowe, thank you for pushing me to be the best version of myself and giving me the confidence to step outside of my comfort zone. Ms. Roberts, thank you for giving me a welcoming space to embrace my love for music. I am incredibly grateful for your constant support. Ms. Lamenzo, thank you for constantly contributing towards my success and just being you, because you're the sweetest person I know. Thank you to my friends and family for supporting and guiding me through this chapter. I am truly everything I am because of you. Thank you to my sister Paige, who inspires and supports me every single day. Thank you to my dad for pushing me to be an ambitious learner and never letting me settle for less than achieving my potential. And now there's no way I could give this speech today without quoting Gilmore Girls, a show my mom and I have watched over and over again, year after year. So in the words of Roy Gilmore, I would like to thank my ultimate inspiration and best friend, the dazzling woman from whom I've received my name and life's blood, Brandy Gertis. My mother never gave me any idea that I couldn't do whatever I wanted to do or be whomever I wanted to be. As she guided me through these incredible 18 years, I don't know if she ever realized that the person I most wanted to be was her. Thank you, Mom. You are my guidepost for everything. Finally, thank you to every staff member, teacher, principal, and administrator. We could not have reached this point without your dedication, patience, and aid. You have not only taught us academic lessons, but life lessons that transformed us from curious learners to driven individuals ready to face the next season. Today isn't just the end of our time here, it's the beginning of becoming who we want to be. So class of 2025, keep growing, keep learning, and keep becoming the kind of person you'd be proud to know. As we face this farewell, let it not be goodbye, but rather see you later. And in the words of the Renaissance Choir, until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hands. Congratulations and thank you.